We're here at AirVenture 2023, and this is Ed Oshkosh. And if we're here and you're seeing this, that means you here. But you need to get here in person if you're not able to, because it is truly something that needs to be seen in person. Being here, you come across the major, the thinkers, the shakers, the movers of aviation in the industry. And this is no different. If you notice, see the FL over my left shoulder? That's short for Flying Magazine. Remember Flying Magazine? I wonder what they're doing nowadays. Let's ask the owner and CEO of Flying Magazine. How you doing, Craig Fuller?
Man, I'm great. How are you?
I would shake your hand, but if not, I'm holding the camera.
Yeah, probably wouldn't work very well.
Craig, Flying Magazine is it's a staple of the industry, and it is so refreshing. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to see a youthful, vibrant, growing entity with Flying Magazine. Tell me what else is going on, not only in flying in the informational standpoint, but if I wanted to live with my airplane, where would be the best place to go to do that?
So Ben, you know what we've done on flying in the last 2 years, I've owned it for 2 years, is we've gone out and reinvested in the content and the experience and trying to create the largest media brand that's really not just about aviation for pilots, but really goes very deep into the topics. We really dive in deep into a lot of subject matter. So we've acquired kit planes, we've acquired plane and pilot, we've acquired aviation consumer and safety and IFR. And the idea is that we're going to create the most comprehensive media experience, any depth of knowledge that anyone wants to know in aviation. Our goal is to host that content.
Okay, now how about the living arrangement?
Yeah, so we're also working on a fly-in community in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Actually, two different ones. We're buying an old distressed airport that we're currently in rezoning process. That is located inside of Chattanooga that we're in the process of buying and building townhomes. And then we've got a much larger fly-in community in East Tennessee, about 1,500 acres, that we're in the process of also developing that is going through the necessary environmental and zoning approvals that we need to do.
Great. And Craig, I know you are an aircraft owner, multiple aircraft owners.
Correct. Yeah.
And but you didn't cut your teeth in aviation, but it was in transportation.
Yeah, so I started a company called Freightways, which is a supply chain media and data organization, often called the Bloomberg of Freight. That's where I fell in love with media. So we have 50 journalists around the world that are writing content about how the global economy moves, how freight moves to the global economy. And I discovered media was this passion that I had to be able to tell stories that shape the way topics are thought about. And as a pilot, I've been flying since I was 13, having the chance to own a premier brand and also make investments in it. To, like you said, bring it back to its glory, but also invest in something that is attractive to much younger people is really the purpose that we built to this.
Yeah, and Craig, this education is the key, and we do have a number of programs going on, and as you know or may not know, Florida Aviation Network is strongly affiliated with Senate Fund. So the Aerospace Center for Excellence in Lakeland, are you familiar with that?
I am.
Okay. I'll tell you, anything you can do to help get behind that movement, Dennis Dunbar and Gene Conrad, they will welcome you. And I know that you do support to a degree.
Right.
It could always be
We can do more, right?
Okay.
Well, we're happy to be involved and happy to support all the causes in this industry. It's an important inflection time. So much is happening. A lot of new companies are in the industry, and a much younger group of people. Like you see this sort of really weird inverse bell curve where you have folks that are older on one end of the extreme, and you have a lot of younger people. There's a lot of young people here around Oshkosh that are just, here, eyes wide open, trying to understand what the future looks like, and really excited about what the future holds. So,
Craig, you mentioned younger. What are you saying? What are you saying here? Huh?
Well, look, I think it's been a challenge for the last, really decade, is that a lot of the folks in aviation have been getting older, but there have been a lot of younger people coming into it. I think that generation is starting to change. We're starting to see that change.
Craig, I like to use the term seasoned.
Seasoned.
We're seasoned aviators and mechanics out there. And,
right.
As you know, I'm passionate with maintenance as well. But,
right.
Craig, I know you have a number of folks to talk to today, and we do want to thank you for your time here today with us here at Florida Aviation Network.
Happy to do it.
And we're going to sign this one off and try to find another entrepreneurial young person to talk to in this industry. Take care. Ben Coleman, Florida Aviation Network.